This is the Comedy Sideshow.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the birthplace of civilization and therefore comedy, it's the Comedy Sideshow from South Africa. This week we've got the happy Elvis Presley himself, Mr. Mark Eddy.
Hi, this is Pablo Francisco, and you're watching the Comedy Sideshow.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Comedy Sideshow here in South Africa, Johannesburg. We're here for the Nando's Comedy Festival. This is its 5th year, and I have been on the festival, this leg of the festival, and so have you.
Yes.
Mark Eddy, how are you today, man?
Mark Eddy in the house, man. How are you
Nice,
doing,
dude. Great, man. Great to have you.
Theo, it's an honor, a pleasure to be here, man.
Wow, that feels good.
Yeah.
Dude, that feels really good. So this is your first time in South Africa?
Very first time.
Yeah?
Very first time. Not yours, though. You've been here a couple of times before.
Yeah, I've been here a couple times before when I was a student, a little younger.
Yeah?
You know, not as good looking as you, though. I mean, you keep pretty well. This is a rumor that I heard you're 85 years old.
85, man.
Is
Oil
that
of
true?
Olay every day.
Right on. No, I'm not even
Discover
joking.
the secret, man.
Every time you're not around, the other comics are like, dude, what is Mark Eddy on, man? Is he on baby's blood? Like, what's he doing? Like, is he taking babies and just swapping
Insulin,
pints with
man.
them?
Insulin. I've been type 1 diabetic since I was 4 years old.
Really?
So I don't know, maybe the sugar, maybe the sweet blood just keeps me going. I don't know. I got this thing, this little insulin pump.
Oh, do you really?
It's an amazing little device
Is
here,
that thing
man.
going right now?
It is. It is going. It's pumping right now as we speak. It also playing some music for my insides. My insides are rocking, man. Pour some sugar on me. You know? Step inside. Walk this way. Hey.
Does it, so it's really working right now?
It's really working right now as we speak. We are pumping insulin into the body.
Dude, that's awesome,
Comedian.
bro.
Yeah,
So
keeping
you're
me
getting
alive.
high. Now, do you feel high?
I feel a little. It is a little high feeling. It's not like what I would call like you know crack high, but
Right.
it's like this is like it's more of a just a euphoria, man. And when you get low blood sugar, it's not good because you get low blood sugar, you get this real euphoric feeling. It's like being drunk.
Right.
It really is like being drunk.
So it can be uncomfortable, like if you're driving or doing anything.
Right. It's not good, man. Not
Babysitting.
good. Yeah. It's bad. I got 3 DUIs off 2 M&Ms, man. It's bad. Bad. But I got to take care of it because I don't want to be the only comedian whose true Hollywood story someday ends with a tragic Snickers overdose, That would suck.
Yeah, man, that would be real bad if you got busted just snorting sugar
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
At a late night at a bakery or something.
Yeah.
People are just tripping out doing confectioners.
Especially down here, man. We're a world away. I'm a hemisphere away. I'm away from my doctors and everybody, so.
Yeah, man, you got to really. So I guess whenever you go on the road for a trip like this, this is 2
Prepare.
weeks here and 2 weeks into Durban, and then you guys are headed to Cape Town.
Yeah.
You have to really kind of mentally prepare. Now, you showed up a little early for this,
I
right?
did. I showed up a full 6 days early per my doctor's request. He said, you want to show up early, get acclimated, get used to the time change. Your body just freaks out going down, like that. So I came in early, man. I slept a full day, man, when I got down here. So
Sleeping a little sugar bear.
Good.
But he's rocking now. But still so young looking. It's almost like, I'm like, God. Every time I get in my room after going out partying, I'm like, oh, man. I need some Mark. Where's this Mark? I need some Mark Eddy.
I need some Mark Eddy juice.
Yeah, I need that blood, whatever he's on.
Dude, thank you, man. Nah.
So, dude, what do you think of Johannesburg, man?
Oh, man.
First
Cool.
thoughts.
Cool. First thoughts, it was odd. Obviously, they're driving on the wrong side of the road, so that freaked me out right away.
Yeah.
But, first thoughts, man, were just a real nice bunch of people, man.
Yeah.
Really, really very open, accepting. I mean, at the airport, the situation at the baggage, LAX can get kind of, people are pushing and people, very polite society, I find. Very polite, very tolerant society.
Good people.
Nice people, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of nice people. I would definitely agree. And now I just got to ask this. I mean, so you've toured a lot, as a musician, right? Is that how you started out as a musician?
Oh, yeah.
Totally as a musician.
Totally as a musician.
You were
man.
not telling jokes at first.
No, not at all, man. I was playing in bands, played guitar and sang. I was a lead singer for a band.
What was the band called?
Like my college days. It was called Astra, and we were kind of this this rock and roll sort of crazy, this thematic band, you know.
But it wasn't like crazy death rock, was it?
No. It was pretty straightforward.
Some good spirit in it, huh?
Sort of Toad the Wet Sprocket-ish, you know, very
Nice.
anthem-y, you know. Good stuff, man. We had a great songwriter, Joe Hamrock. He's amazing, and some just awesome players in the band.
So did you guys tour like all around the U.S. doing that?
All over, mainly the Great Lakes. We kind of were regional. We stayed around the Great Lakes region.
That
We were
Erie,
based
baby.
in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Erie, PA, man.
Mistake on the lake, they call
Yeah.
it. So you're out of Pittsburgh originally?
Yeah, originally
Oh, I
Pittsburgh.
forget that, dude.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I love Pittsburgh. One of my top 5 cities in America. But sometimes you walk down the street there on Carson Street, and you'll see like a dude who just got off work. You know, like the biggest head you've ever seen, and he's got a drill, and then he's got his baby that he's just carrying like this, just
it,
walking.
man.
I mean, it's
Pittsburgh.
real people.
Pittsburgh is a blue-collar working man's town.
Yeah.
Man. I'm actually from Steubenville, Ohio, which is kind of a suburb of Pittsburgh over in Ohio, right on the Ohio River. A little steel town there, man. And
There's some serious people up there.
That's right, man. It's these people are hard-nosed, heavy hitters, man. You know, I mean, it's the only city where they look at firemen and go pussy.
Fire, huh? That's nothing.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm a steel worker.
And so, because actually, I remember I heard you quoted Deer Hunter last night when we were hanging out at one of the shows, right?
Wow.
Yeah. And that was filmed in that
They
region,
filmed that right there in
Yeah.
Steubenville, Mingo Junction.
Mingo
Weirton,
Junction,
West Virginia.
bro.
Weirton, West Virginia was the home of. They just filmed the film Super 8. Was filmed in Weirton,
really?
West Virginia, just outside of Pittsburgh, right next to Steubenville, Ohio. Right in that little.
That whole
tri-state
region
area.
right there, it's just beautiful. I mean, I'm amazed actually that Pittsburgh isn't a bigger city than it is, honestly.
Yeah. It's considered a
The land features.
medium major market. You know, it's up there, but it's a great town, man.
Oh,
if
you and
love-
Steeler fans, dude.
Yeah, if you love sports, man.
Donnie.
Although, yeah, we love.
Going dun, dun.
Pirates are on their way up, man.
They
Pirates
are,
are
dude.
going
It's
to do
about
something,
time.
man. Yeah, because I mean, you know, Steelers won the Super Bowl and the Penguins won the Stanley Cup a couple of years back, and they had this sign going into town said, "Welcome to Pittsburgh, City of Champions and the Pirates."
Did they really? That's awesome.
Someone did such a
One thing I
joke.
love about Pittsburgh is they're not afraid to take the piss out of themselves. You know, just make fun of themselves a little bit. So now I gotta say, man, obviously, just touring in the U.S. I've seen, you and I are at different spots, different times, but I see you all over, these different clubs and everything. Just way impressed, man. I mean, you just amazing. You're like a jukebox, I'm just gonna go up, just put a quarter in Marquetti, even though it's $1 now.
Yeah, we've been doing that backstage
Yeah.
too, man. We had a little sing-along going the other
Dude,
night.
yeah, definitely really boosting the spirits. It's like you just seem to always be performing, but not in like an aggravating way where comedians are always like, yeah, I'm telling jokes, You just
Yeah.
love music, huh?
I love music. I love entertaining. I do, man. It's all about feeling good.
Yeah.
The more gooder I can feel, the better.
That sounds good. It sounds like a word that maybe a child would use. Speaking of children, but you can go like the whole range. Like my material, it's for people with age 18 to 35 who are on their way
Adults.
downhill in life.
Adults.
You can play. I mean, you do corporate. You do everything, don't you? You can
Yeah,
you can work across the board.
Really, truly. I mean, I've done Bob and Tom shows and some of the harder edge Playboy Radio where anything goes and the material is good there. And then I go the other way and I do Disney, cruise lines and do the Disney shows and yeah.
So like just immediately somebody sees you on stage like, wow, this guy can. You can sort of like draft into any realm. So do you do a lot of corporate stuff? I know that.
Yeah.
You do a lot of children stuff. I mean, someone said the other day, like Mark Eddy's like a cartoon. He's like a cartoon human.
Well, yeah, man. I'm hoping to actually. I'm working on a couple of ideas right now. I'd like to do an animated feature in the future.
Yeah.
So
That sounds possible.
That's in the works. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I'm sure something will head in that direction. Now, so like you and I did radio the other day, and I'm just gonna flash in a few clips of that.
Yeah, that was fun.
We went to the High 105, High 95.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they say
Chai
it. right?
95. You need something.
Chai 95. I was looking for wrong tape.
Oh, right
there
on.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Chai 95. Yeah, it was a great time over there. We talked about the honey badger, which is popular right now in the U.S., not here in Africa where we are. But I was just thinking,
they were doing a benefit for a honey badger, man. How crazy was that?
But how about those honey badgers, man?
I just love those honey badgers, man.
Take a second for them real quick.
This is a moment. This is a honey badger moment. This is a.
They need money. They're trying to save money for a trampoline for these honey badgers.
was a jungle gym.
A jungle gym, of course.
We love the honey badger. He loves us. Ooh, he needs a honey gym for us.
And a honey slide.
Mr. Honey Badger,
Honey, Mr. Honey.
won't you do some jumping around?
Jump, 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 jump.
Cause you're just so bad in town.
You're a good year, I think.
You're a wild man, Mr. Honey Badger.
Ooh, I love it.
He's the Honey Badger man.
Oh,
Dude, not in America.
This honey badger needs the jungle gym.
He needs his jungle.
He's got to
gym.
have one.
So we're meeting behind the library tomorrow. Just bring your honey. We're quilting. We're making a quilt for this badger. This poor badger lost his family in a forest fire. Oh well. I'm sorry, but that's the Lord's work, lady. Okay? Honey badger don't need a dang jungle gym. All right?
Natural selection.
Yeah. Honey badger needs a fireproof cage for him and what's left of his family. Anyway, moving on. But what I was saying is, did you ever do a career have you ever done a career in radio?
Oh, you know, I've done some radio in the past, and I was actually offered a radio job once upon a time.
Right.
But no, I never went that direction full time. You know, it's something that I definitely enjoy. Something maybe as I get older, I would continue to explore
Right.
possibly.
Be in one spot.
Yeah. There's something very cool about that, especially satellite radio and the freedom, you know, of satellite radio and
Oh, nowadays.
to reach a kind of a targeted market. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, because I was just thinking, I was like, God, I mean, I could just, you know, you have obviously have the musical element, like boom, 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 boom. I was thinking that would really work well. And then I realized the other day, you and I have something in common. We both have a sibling who had a transplant.
Oh yeah, really?
Crazy,
man?
huh?
Yeah.
You say you had a brother?
Yeah, my brother had a kidney transplant a few years back. He had a live donor, a friend of his actually, that donated the kidney.
Ooh.
And
That's
yeah.
you owe a guy then.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, you
That's
do,
when you
man.
owe a
That's
guy.
big.
Yeah.
That's big. Yeah, how do you say thank you? That's an argument you'll never win again.
Yeah.
With that folk. Yeah. So, no, man. You know, he was very lucky, very blessed to have that donor. You know, he's been getting along okay, but yeah, he's got good days and bad days, and all people with transplants, I mean, they
Yeah, it's
continue to
tough.
struggle because they got to
The
stay
rejection.
on the anti-rejection medications, and everything's got to be in perfect balance and
You're
stuff.
fighting the
and so-
system. I mean, you're fighting the genetic system.
for
kinda.
sure.
Yeah, it's just pretty crazy. When I was just thinking about that, I was like, wow. I mean, you just never know, especially in this small environment, where people have come from, you know, and kind of what kind of will bring people together. Which is something that's just crazy about this. The group of comics we have here this time, I feel like it's just been awesome at this festival here.
It really has, hasn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, this whole God, we did a 10-day run. We all came in a day or two early.
Yeah.
So we've been hanging out for better part of 2 weeks together, and just the cohesiveness, the bonding that's been going on. I mean, with
Yeah, it's
all
great.
of us, and hanging out at breakfast every morning. And
Dude.
you got Dave Thornton, you know, from Australia, our little Aussie.
Eggs.
Yeah, and Michael Loftus, and you know, and Mark Curry pops down and pops in and grabs something, and it's been really, really neat. And even backstage, we're all very supportive of one another, and you don't always see that, man. In
No.
comedy environments, you know.
There's a little bit of a dark side.
There
Some of
is,
these
man.
funny guys.
It's like, man, he's funny. I don't know about that, you know.
He's a funny asshole.
But we've been. There's just a great flow to the show. Is all I can say, man.
It's been rocking.
It's been really magical, man, all week. It's been really.
Yeah, I agree,
cool.
dude. It's been really, really great. How has it felt like being like the first guy to go out there on the stage? Because obviously you're opening up the show.
Well, like my first show, you know, obviously, man, the jitters were going.
Oh,
'Cause I'm
yeah.
thinking, man, what if I just go out there and completely suck? I mean, what if they just don't like me, or they don't get me, or something? So all that's going through my head, and I was just like,
Haters, man.
yeah, I was fuck it, man. Let's go. I'm going to go out. I'm just going to do what I do. And hopefully, you know, the promoters knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
When they put me in here. I just put complete faith in that. I mean, Sam and all the gang, man, you know, Annika
been
and
ridiculous,
Lauren. Do they get any better than
No.
that? I mean,
They're
Lauren could be
great.
the
And
next
they're good
Bond
looking.
chick. Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Which
Annika,
is-
softest lips in the business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. All four of them, right?
Good morning. I
Heroes.
always look forward to that good morning
Okay.
kiss from Annika.
Yeah.
But you know, seriously, they're all just high quality, high end people, man. They put
Yeah, it's
together
been
a
great.
great tour here.
And they've had great comedians over the years. I mean, I know they said Chris Rock was in this a long time
Yep.
ago.
Yep.
last year, Paulo Francisco, Mo Mandel, Bobby Lee. I mean, I know there's just, I obviously don't know a lot of the guys who've done it.
Good
but
shoes to fill, man.
Yeah.
Those are big shoes to
Those
fill.
are big shoes to fill, so it makes you feel like when you hear, you're like, wow, this is really an honor.
You're doing something. Yeah,
You
that
know?
first night on stage, man, a little bit of nerves, but really from the first moment that I was on stage, that first joke, and when it landed and you hear that roar, I mean, 1,800 people, bro.
It's a nice sound, bro.
We packed it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we've had, sold out show after sold out show
Yeah.
here. I mean, we've been
been
putting
ridiculous.
over 1,000 people in an 1,800 seater through the weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, over 1,000 plus people. So, you know, when you hear that, when I heard that first laugh, when I really, I felt it and it went right, and I just said, that's it,
This is
autopilot.
awesome.
And it's just been rocking.
It's a good feeling
Every show's
too,
been
huh?
rocking, yeah.
It's a good feeling when you have that many people in there and they're just rocking out, and especially when like they're just different, some of the different cultures, you know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're like, God, I don't know what are these people gonna get, you know. But I guess that's one thing too about music is that it just transcends, man.
Yeah,
I mean, music, laughter. Those are two things that just transcend. Like every cult, it's just like
Yeah, it does strike a chord, and people know, no pun intended, but the music is definitely a common denominator because they recognize so much of the classic, the vintage rock and roll, and the stuff that I'm really all about. I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of the focus of my act, and
She was a fast machine. She kept the motor clean. Wow.
you know, so
Dude, it's crazy, man.
I'm
That's
totally
that baby
into it.
blood he's on. I'm telling you, dude. This dude is just pinting up out of infants right now. He's got a dried out infant in his guitar case. He's got
Somewhere
two
in
just
there.
casings of infants.
I got my guitar.
Yeah, man. I see you got that axe, dude.
Got it.
Now, is this a pretty? Now, I see that you do this.
Well, yeah.
And Nick Thune does something else.
Nick
He's-
Thune's got a little different
Like
system
his
going
paper.
on there. Yeah, we got a little, and then some of the other guys do. Yeah, but you know,
cool,
I write
man.
it on there, man.
No,
I
I
use
like
a little silver Sharpie, a little inside, behind the scenes.
Set list.
And these are just suggestions. I mean,
Ideas.
they're ideas because sometimes you just kind of like, you know, there's times where you just like look down and I'll play with my guitar because I like to tweak, you know, the sound and I'll adjust, you know, the volume for some songs and things like that. And then I'll just go, yeah, why not? You know, I'll do some Chili Peppers, you know, something, you know. So I hit it, you know, little anthem. It's bitter, baby, and it's very sweet. I'm on him, but I'm on my feet. Take me to the baby, let me on your toe. And I'll be thumbing back, baby, I'll be thumbing back for more. Ring it on, bring it, bang it on, bong it, bang it, like a neck, a maca, tone, don't ring. I cannot forget, but I would not have been able to my. What is he trying to say, this guy? Can we buy a vowel there, Mr. Pepper? That's what we want.
What about the Elvis from that? You do that Elvis Presley?
Oh, man, Elvis. Southern man, Memphis, Tennessee, man, king of rock and roll. I think Elvis had backup singers just so you knew what he was singing.
You never tell what he's saying.
Caught in a trap, caught in a trap, and I'll hold, can't hold on. Let nothing, let nothing. It's all had it. I hear was a little late.
And I was surprised the other night whenever I was backstage. I worked as a tour manager for a while for this guy Josh Kelly.
Oh yeah, bro.
Popular, you know, a singer-songwriter in the U.S.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, and we just rocked out the whole song.
We did, man.
That was awesome.
Baby,
Yeah.
you're amazing. I won't let you see that you're everything more to me. I will let you be. I will, I will, I will, I will. Josh
Nice.
Kelly in the house.
No, I like that, man. You're almost like the John Edwards of music. You ever feel like that, man? Like it just kind of
man.
rolls through you.
Roll
you
through
know?
me, man. I'm channeling it.
Yeah, dude.
Channeling it.
That'd be pretty cool, man. Like a music channeler. Just channel like a horrible song from somewhere. Like this song was played at a funeral in Kentucky. You're dead.
It's country on acid right there.
So now you have one bit that you do. I don't know if you did it the other night or not. I didn't get to see it, but I know it's on YouTube. That booty bit, man.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. It's kind of like my single person's anthem, is what it is.
We
man.
need
It's like-
one too.
It's a tribute to the single people all the world over, even here in Johannesburg, all over
Even
South
Johannesburg,
Africa.
yeah. Single Africans, all the single
Yeah.
Africans out there.
Single people looking for love. This is
Love,
your song.
son. Love.
You're the one I always turn to. You're a friend, but so much more. I could call you anytime at all, and you'd open up your door, 'cause you're my boo.
my boo.
You're my boo, my little boo, my booty call. Hey, no dinner and a movie, I don't take you home to mom. But between 2 and 4 a.m., man, we get along. You're my boo-boo. You're my booty call. Come on, Theo, sing it with me, man. You're my booty call. My late night lover. My bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah, let's
Anytime
throw it.
I need a smile, I just pound a few and dial. You're my booty call.
That's what I'm saying, girl.
Yeah.
Get over here and throw that
You're
thing.
the apple of my eye. Hope I don't get a DUI before my booty call.
That's what I'm saying, baby. Get over here.
Yeah,
You're my hobo.
you're a hot, sweet little looker, and you're cheaper than a hooker.
Hell yeah, it's a
You're my
freebie.
booty call. Yeah.
Dude, man. That's a real masturbator's anthem right there, kind of, huh? Or not, actually. That's when you're not masturbating. You're like, you know what?
That's
I'm
when-
putting this on.
That's right.
I got a beautiful girl that's coming over. A beautiful girl, too.
Everybody should have somebody on speed dial.
I agree.
Don't
I
you
agree. They really need a 911 for your libido.
Yes, they do.
Don't
man.
they?
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah, they
We should
do.
Start
man.
that, man. We should really start that. Just get a
Libido 911.
Yeah.
Man. Instead of Reno 911.
Just get a little libido van, drive around, just delivering libido solvers.
We do that little. What's that bounce?
Bounce,
Wow,
go, wow,
wow.
wow.
Something like that.
So, dude, I want to just close out here and say, tell me about the first time you ever headlined as a comedian. Was there like a weird transformation kind of that went on?
yeah, for me it was. It was a very awkward transition. I was in this like little no man's land for a long time because I was a coffee house act on college campuses, and I was
Right.
doing a lot of storytelling, and it was humorous, but it didn't. I didn't feel that I had that LPM, that laugh per minute, that a good stand-up comic
Right, to really
like
knock it
yourself
down.
can really just bam, 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 and hammer it through. And the promoters kept saying, no, you've got the songs, you've got the thing. It's a different energy, but it's very. And so my first time, headlining a club, I think it was Zany's Comedy Club.
In Chicago or
In
in
Chicago. It was
Nashville?
out in the burbs, though. I was out in the burbs.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
out
yeah.
in Vernon Hills.
Vernon Hills.
Yeah. So I was out there with Liz, the manager who's still
Good
there.
people.
Good people. Bert, all the gang. Anyway, I had worked so hard. I mean, I was literally, it was like crunch time, and I can remember 2-3 weeks out just going to the comedy clubs like every night doing spots in Pittsburgh and just getting up on stage as much as I could.
Wow.
And trying to just get the jokes and get the everything sort of just really put together in the music, and it came together like just freaking so awesome, man. Yeah, and my first week as a headliner was remarkably smooth. It went really, really well, and
It's a good story.
yeah, it really is, because I mean I wanted to be a comedian so bad. I mean I idolized guys like Steve Martin and Martin Mull, and there were guys with music comedians that
Right.
always had music in there, but they had brilliant writing, and the jokes were so seamless, and it was just part of it. And I just wanted to be in there. I wanted to contribute, and do my little thing. And so, man, it's
worked out.
Thankfully, it has worked out wonderfully. Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, bro, this is an audience member. I mean, you just have this whole, it's like other people are going for like this, like really trying to hit the humor button, but I feel like your show is like, it's funny, but it really makes you feel good, It's
Yeah.
cool because it's rare. Like my comedy, I want them to walk out and be like, God, I think, we need to reconsider being alive. Maybe
my
the
life.
maybe the afterlife
maybe
is safer than being out here with guys like this running around. But yours, I'm like, man, this dude is rocking, and then even specifically here at the end, you're like, man, I wish I had a band, and then it just bangs out, dude. And then you hit that Don McLean, bro, and everybody, Buddy Holly just dies. I see the plane go down. I'm like, this shit is
Nirvana's
awesome.
in there.
Yeah,
I got the
Mark.
fucking. Yeah.
It's awesome, man.
Oh, thank you, man. No, the show, it really is, man. I've
It's
always
been awesome.
From day one. I always wanted it to be a feel good kind of thing, because I just have a different perspective on things. It's a musician's perspective, which is not always, it's not always the happiest perspective sometimes, but the way I guess the way I try to look at the glass 3/4 full, most of the time.
Yeah, you seem to have that good, you seem to have a positive attitude. I think that goes a long way, especially with comedians, because you spend so much time by yourself. You're like, dang, dude, last thing I'm doing today is staying positive. Not in this motel,
Well, that's where the funny comes from too, though. It
Oh,
comes
yeah,
from
no
the dark.
doubt.
You have to realize, really, when you get right down to it, all humor, everything that's funny, everything that we laugh about, is based on something that is not inherently funny. Think about that, and that's what's so therapeutic about it. That's why it's so cleansing and so just a great release to laugh, because you think about all the humor, all the funniest things that we laugh about on stage: death, taxes, relationships going to shit, misery, fallen, physical ailments, sickness,
Yeah.
It's all funny though. It's all part
But
of
yeah,
it.
in the end, it's like, oh, these are the guys that are gonna make it funny. Maybe we do have a job. We've glasses definitely 3/4 full, man. It might be 3/4 full of baby blood, but it's
Sugar
the
blood.
magic, yes.
I'm gonna name my band Blood Sugar.
Dude, I swear to God, in 2 years, you're gonna be selling some kind of kit that keeps people just on a whole nother level. Like he's gonna be actually celebrating his 17th birthday next year.
You know what it is, man? I'll tell you what it is. It's my wife, man. My wife is amazing. I've been with my wife 25 years. We've been married 21.
And she's a real estate agent, right, in Los Angeles?
Real estate
You have
agent. I'm in
two-
Santa Clarita. 2 beautiful daughters.
Nice.
Teenagers, man. 16 and 18-year-old daughters are amazing. And I think that's what done. I got a golden retriever.
Ooh,
My
you
one
gotta have
friend,
that.
Dana Eagle, she's a comedian, very funny. She goes, dude, you're like a golden retriever. you're always like excited, happy, loyal. You're like,
That's a good call, man.
some of that, man.
You're like the music golden retriever of
I do,
comedy.
but I wake up and I have coffee with my dog every morning, and I'm subconsciously I say that to myself.
That
man,
is
if
a
I
white
could be,
person
if
thing
I could
right
be
there.
more like my dog, that is a white person thing, man. That's Valencia. I live in Valencia. Walk the paseos and go get coffee.
Well, dude, I'm glad to be doing the last show here with you tonight, obviously.
It'd be awesome.
Thank you
Man,
so much,
I wish you were going on with us, man.
I know. I
Durban,
wish so,
man.
too. These guys are all going on to Durban and Cape Town for 2 more weeks of shows. I'm not going to be. I'm heading back to the U.S. But that's
Got
all right,
shit
man.
to do.
Got things to
I
do.
got tall shit to do,
Got
man.
tall shit. But we're going to, we'll be at UC Fullerton.
Yeah.
On what date is it on?
That'll be on Sunday,
21st.
August 21st.
Sunday,
Cal
August
State
21st.
Fullerton. It's going to be an orientation show primarily for the students, but I think if the public wants to come out, they won't kick you out.
Nice, man. So, yeah, you guys can check it out. You can check it out on his website. You have a website? It's markeddy.com.
Yes, markeddy.com, and it's markedie.com.
markeddy.com, and then theovon.com. I'll have the same date on my website, so you can check it out as well. Dude, thanks for being here, man. You want to play us out with something on the way
Yeah,
out?
man, let's do something.
Awesome.
Let's see what we can do.
Put my party hair
Tune
on.
here. Tune it. Hope this isn't too dirty for the show.
That's not, man. Everything is
kind of a
whatever you want, dude. I'm just gonna put on my fucking curvy music listening face.
Well, I want a job where it's not so wrong to walk around naked all day long. Where my coworker is a smoking hottie, she makes me tan and shave my body. We don't talk about politics or war, just who's doing who from whose back door. Where you never cross the line or go too far. It's the life for me. I want to be a porn star. Porn stars live the life of luxury. There's Peter North, there's Ron Jeremy, Amber, Gina, and Ginger Lynn, rocking my world at the AVN. It'd be great, it would rock, all the girls riding on my car. I wanna be a porn star, yeah. I wanna be a porn star. With my leading lady looking deep into my eyes saying, yeah. I wanna be a porn star, yeah. And though I really love playing my guitar, you know the life for me is to be a porn star.
Wow. So if you go from music to comedian to porn star, I think that actually seems like the right
We'll
path.
have done it all,
Yeah, I
haven't
think
we?
that seems like the preferred.
Self-actualized life.
Right on, man. Well, look, I hope to see you in a video then on mobilepornhub.com. Obviously, just make sure there's some chicks in it.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if it were just you. It'd be a little bit weird.
Playing, that game you talk about in your show.
Ooh, gay chicken. That's a weird game. But hey,
It's a man's game.
dude, my dad always told us, man, gay before sister. It's just Tough times for some people. Mark Eddy, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Comedy Sideshow. We'll see you guys next time from Johannesburg. Thank you very much, Mark.
South Africa.
Appreciate
Peace,
it, man.
love, buddy.
Yep, you guys have a great tour, man, and I'll see you back in the States.
Will do, brother.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Dave Matthews does that crazy little Matthews dance. You ever see that? It's like his left leg's trying to get away from him or something. You ever see that? It's crazy. It's like the hokey pokey gone wrong. You know. Until the quiet time, lights tell you up and high. Then he starts this auctioneer thing. It's like upling, bang, my little man, jumping, bang, my little man, upling, bang, my little man, a loose end, cut on the prince, but not to up and cut, take these chance. Lights down, you up and high.
Thank you guys for joining us. Remember, when times get tough, you can always breastfeed each other. This has been South African's version of the Comedy Sideshow. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time. Remember, again, apartheid bad, comedy so good.